Hello, friends. I'm Brian, and this is Gizmo Board Games. Today, we are doing part three of my five-part look at the Board Game Geek Top 100 Games of All Time. So that means in this month's section, we'll look at the 20 games ranging from game number 60 to number 41 on the list. And as I mentioned in the last couple times, this list changes. It's a living list, and I'm not filming them all together. I will not lie, I am filming this one back to back with the one I just did for September. But there's a month in between me doing the first 20, and there'll be a good pause in between me doing the last 40 after this video because I've got vacation coming up, so I'm filming ahead quite a bit. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and look at games 60 to 41. At number 60, we've got Blood Rage. This is a game I've heard lots and lots about throughout the years, pretty much since it came out in 15, 16, whatever it says there. I can't quite read it. Um, but Eric Lang game, card drafting. I think you're passing a deck around and then you're doing battle actions as Vikings trying to get to Valhalla or something like that. Area control maybe on the map. Don't know much about it. The only Eric Lang game that I've played, and I guess it's in the same ballpark, but not the same kind of game, is Ankh. And I thought that was a decent chess-ish game on the board, area control. I played it two players. It was okay. I ended up selling off though because I knew it probably wasn't going to get played that much. So I'd be happy to meet up with somebody who owns Blood Rage and give it a play for sure. But I don't think I'm going out of my way to try to acquire this one. So it's a game on my want to play list, but not want to buy list. At 59 is Anachrony. Anachrony is a game I recently played this year on Board Game Arena, and unfortunately, it took 2 to 3 months to finish that four-player game. So I didn't get a good flow of the game, and um, it was a good game. Good game. Good worker placement game where you're placing workers either on your own board or out into space, but you got to have mecha suits for them to go to those spaces. And you got to purchase the mecha suits at the beginning of each round from your supply, and some of them are free, but some cost resources that you might not even have. A lot of different things to balance that. I mean, it good. It made the game interesting. There's time travel aspect in the game that I didn't fully understand, but basically kind of need to pull resources from the future in the early rounds, and then in the later rounds you need to go back in time, assuming you have bought time machine worker spots that get you far enough back in time to basically get those resources back. Oh, it's a thing that happened. That interesting, yes, but also kind of confusing. I guess at least playing on Board Game Arena it might not have been as confusing if I was playing it all in one sitting in real life and not trying to remember what I did 4 days ago. But that was the nature of playing it online. It seems like a very fun work placement game that I think I need to play in person or at least in real time play and not over the course of months. But it seems like it's a pretty good game in Anachrony. 58, Caverna, the Cave Farmers is like Agricola. I mentioned it both the last videos as being underwhelming. Caverna here's similar, but people like this better. It's not as hard or hard, I guess, not as unforgiving as Agricola. So I might like this one more, depending on what those changes are to the game. If they're the things that I kind of wanted addressed or not, it would depend. I don't know much about Caverna outside of that, so I'll have to look into it, see what's different, see if maybe I give that one a try instead of Agricola. At 57, we've got Age of Innovation. This is basically Terra Mystica updated for what, the third, fourth time? I don't know. They keep updating Terra Mystica into different games. Age of Innovation is one of them. I played Terra Mystica kind of once solo, and the next time I play it, I'm going to count it as a new play. We'll put it that way. I think I wasn't ready for it, so I didn't fully grasp what I was trying to do, what it was trying to do. Um, and I'll play it with other people or solo, whatever. But the next time I play it, I'm going to have to count it as a new game. Um, It's got that interesting mechanism where you got to spend a bunch of resources to change the land into the land you need to be. Everybody's got their own color of land based on their player color, and then their own abilities. And some of them you got to flip, 2, 3, 4 times to get it to go around the wheel circle enough to get to be your color. And that was the part that was kind of hard to manage. I think for me it was just figure that out. I'm pretty sure Age of Innovation's got the same concepts going on, just some updates and maybe some new changes. So interested to check it out, I guess. Just as interested as I am to recheck out Terra Mystica. At 56, we got Pandemic Legacy Season 0. And this one kind of surprised me. I mentioned the last video that Season 2, I think, is my favorite, and Season 0 is my least favorite. So this one, higher up, I guess, other people feel differently. They're all good. They're all fun. I just wish this was one Pandemic Legacy combined iteration that combined all the scores. I don't know. Season 0 is the most unique of Pandemics. It's the one that plays the least like Pandemic. So that's cool. But I don't know. The story and stuff, I liked 1 and 2 better. But good game. They're all good games. I'd play this one again. This is the only one I've only played once so far. So if I play it again, then I'll have played them all twice. But I wouldn't be against it either. 55, On Mars is a Vitalis Certa game I've not tried. I know this one gets the highest praise, so it's probably the highest one on the list. I think I said that about Lisboa, but I forgot about On Mars because I hadn't played it. This one definitely gets the most praise, so it's probably the highest. I'm not, maybe it's not, though. Maybe I'll be surprised later. I haven't pre-peeked that. Even if I did, I wouldn't remember. On Mars, I'm definitely wanting to play it. I've really grown into Vitalis Certa games a lot recently. I was avoiding them at first because I thought they were too complex. And I know I can't really probably table them with other people. I think they're past my group. But if I find some friends who are into this, I'd definitely play with them. But they've all got solo modes. I think On Mars should too. So that's how I play them. I enjoy them. Good little solo puzzles. Looking forward to playing On Mars at some point. At 54, we've got Cascadia, a little tile-laying animal habitat building in the mountains of Northwest America, the Cascades. A good fun game that I kind of got tired of. I haven't played this one in over a year now, so I could probably pull it out and have some fun with it again. But like we played it a lot when I first got it, and so it grew tiring because like there is variety into it with the tiles and animals, and I know there's a new expansion that adds even more to it. I haven't played with that at all, but it just kind of got a bit samey, and I just wanted a little bit more of my game. So I haven't played Cascadia in a while, but I still have it, still own it, still would pull it out. In fact, I might pull it out before too much longer. At 53, Cthulhu Death May Die. This is another one of those kind of boss battler dungeony type games, minis and stuff that just aren't really my style, but I've heard a lot of great things. Again, I mentioned I'm not like a Lovecraftian fan. I care less about the Cthulhu theme. I know it's everywhere. Um, but I'm interested in playing this one because I have heard so many great things about it. So if I play Cthulhu Death May Die, that'd be cool. If I don't, I'm all right with that too, I guess. At 52, we got Puerto Rico. This was my number one favorite new to me game, I believe, 2 years ago, and I haven't played it since. I own it. In fact, I'm getting the upgraded version that has the solo mode, so I can get it played easier. I think the regular game is a 2 to 5 or something like that. Neat game where it's got the leader follower actions, so everybody's going to be able to take every turn if they've got the capabilities, and that's kind of where the game lies in is planning for what everybody else might do, so you can be ready for it and set yourself up. You're growing crops and then selling those crops and things like that. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the updated one and getting it played again. I did really enjoy Puerto Rico the one time I played it, enough to put it on my top 50, I think, even if it's still there, I'm not sure, but it definitely was the first year I played it. At 51, halfway through the list now, PAX Premier, second edition, whatever edition. I don't know a lot about this game. I know I looked into it a while back and it caught my eye, but I don't remember why or what about it, other than here it is halfway on the top 100. That means it's got to be good, right? Definitely want to check it out. Don't know much about it, though. At 50, Underwater Cities. This one I've heard mixed reviews about, I think, if I'm getting it right. Clearly, they're more favorable with it being at number 50, but I feel like I've heard some negatives about this one too. Another one I don't know a whole lot about, so I'll just leave it at that. 49, Food Chain Magnate. I've heard a lot about as being a really, really super highly complex game. Another one that's mixed, but I think the people who get it really, really, really like it, and the people who don't get it just didn't get it. It's one I'd have to check out and know my thoughts of. Interested, a little concerned that it's too complex, maybe, but if I played it with the right group, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. I'd probably lose badly, though. So I'm interested in that one. At 48, we're back with another Batalla Lacerda game, Kanban EV. And this one's probably my favorite of the ones I've played, actually. So it's good to see it higher than some of the other ones. But I'm really surprised that this one's higher than On Mars, from what I've heard from other people. I really like Kanban EV. It's another worker placement. You've got 4 spots, I think you go to, but you can go to either side of each spot. So you got like 8 actions you can take. And basically, you're just getting a bunch of car parts and blueprints basically for cars, and then you're using those to make cars, and you're test driving cars, and you're doing all that to meet certain goal objectives. And then you've got Sander going around and making sure you're doing enough work to not get penalized for it. I really like Kanban EV, and then they came up with the lighter version, Bot Factory, right? Yeah. With Bot Factory, it's kind of the more family friendly version of Kanban EV, and I enjoyed that one too. I still think I like the complexity of Kanban EV better. At 47, Crokinole. This game isn't even really a board game. It's a flick a disc into a whole game. I want one. I want a Crokinole board. They look great. I haven't played this one. I want to get one. They're just kind of pricey. One day, and I don't have anywhere to put one either. I need to have somewhere to put one to play. I guess I could put it on the table here, but I'd like to get a designated, like set it up and it just sits there in my sitting room type thing or something. I don't know. Crokinole. I really want to try this one out and get my own Crokinole board. Custom would be really cool. Uh, if you know anybody, hit me up. I don't know. If Crokinole wants to sponsor this little channel, but I'm definitely definitely interested in that Crokinole. Marvel Champions at 46. Is this the one I played? Yes, I think this is the one I played. Marvel United is the one I haven't played, which is probably higher on the list. I know it's good. I've mentioned this before in the past. I'm not really a Marvel fan. I'm not really a comic book person. I'm not that kind of nerd, I guess. Um, just kind of bores me. I don't know. All superheroes, like when you got superpowers, it kind of takes the stakes out of anything. I like realistic dramas or just zany like horror movies or comedy. Or like it's so unrealistic that it's just crazy, crazy funny or crazy not even scary, but you know what I'm saying. Whereas like the superhero movies are on the realism realm, but then they're super, and I don't know, it just takes me out of it. The Marvel Champions game, it's it was a game I played, a cooperative. I only played it solo. I don't know. It's fine. You're playing out cards to do actions, and you can flip your hero from from the hero side to their secret identity or their more human side, whatever you want to say. And each side does different things to try to thwart the villain. I don't know. I didn't really care for this one. I like Legendary Marvel better. So Marvel Champions was fine. It wasn't for me. That's 45. Heat Pedal to the Metal. This game I really enjoy. Basically, it's hand management, racing around the track, trying to win the race. Or you can play a whole campaign of 3 races and add up points from each race and then try to win the campaign and add different things. If you're playing with all the weather and all the custom cards and drafting and everything, it really adds to the game. But even straight out of the box, it's so fun and easy. I just really enjoy Heat Pedal to the Metal. Absolutely. 44, Hegemony, yada, yada, yada. I don't know much about this game. Interested in it? Sure. Um, haven't really looked into it either. I'm sure it's good. 44, it's got to be good. At 43, Viticulture Essential Edition. I have not played the not Essential Edition. I own the Essential Edition with, I think, all the expansions and everything. I really enjoy Viticulture still. It's a great worker placement game. I like the theme. It's fun for me. I don't know. I know it's taken a lot of slack from people in my circle recently for not being as great. I still really enjoy it. It's probably not the greatest, but I enjoy it. I like building the vineyard and making the wines and trying to sell them off for the points. And it is a race to 20 points or 25 points or whatever it is. I like the world, the cooperative game. I have that as well. Shout out to Mahir Shah and whoever, I forget the other designer on that one. But I really enjoyed that one too. I played that one solo. I don't even know if I played regular viticulture solo because the world gives me that solo game that's made play solo, if that makes sense. So I enjoy viticulture. It's a fun game, good game. Still in my top 50. 42, the crew, Mission Deep Sea. I have not played this one. I played the Deep Space one. I'm sure they're really similar. I like trick taking games. Like I played card games, trick taking games, basically since I was a little kid with my family and at gatherings and stuff. So I definitely really like the crew. It adds that cooperative challenge to trick taking. So it's a good game, good fun. I really enjoy. I really enjoy the crew. And finally, rounding out this list at 41 is Everdell. Everdell is a really good game. I've only played basic Everdell and the solo, the Spider one, Mistwood, I think it's called. I have the whole big box. I haven't even pulled out the other expansions because Everdell is just good by itself. But what it is basically a tableau builder and worker placement combo, and you're using the workers to get the resources to buy the cards into your tableau, and those cards are going to a little bit of engine, a little bit in-game scoring, a little bit of race to various goal objective cards, and things like that. There's quite a bit packed into still a mostly family-friendly, fun game, and that is Everdell, and that is this list for October. I will be back with numbers 40 to 21 in November, and we'll maybe see some of these pop back up again and others fall. I don't know. Like I said, we're a month away from that video and a good month and a half probably until I film that video. So we'll see what it looks like then. I look forward to seeing you in that one. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe below so you can catch that video and all my videos in between. And of course, comment below your thoughts on this list. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the next one.